One of the journeys from childhood to adulthood is the journey from expecting others to solve your problems to taking responsibility for your situation. Perhaps the best spokesperson for this is John G. Miller, the author of QBQ, The Question Behind the Question. Let me illustrate Mr. Miller's work with a story. The whole class was stunned. Mr. James had just explained the final project due at the end of the term, and it was huge. It would also account for half of their grade. None of the students had ever done anything like it, and most felt overwhelmed. As they filed out of the classroom, students were saying things like, "Why did Mr. James do this to us? How does he expect us to pull this off? Why didn't he give us more notice?" But Keisha was asking herself different questions. How can I organize my time to get this done? What do I need to do first? What do I know that can help me with this? Keisha knew that thinking like a victim was the road to failure, and that's where her classmates were headed unless they changed their thinking. Keisha had learned that her grades were her grades. Excuses didn't matter. Difficulties didn't matter. Whatever grade she got, she earned, and it was up to her. Keisha was exercising her personal accountability. She was asking herself what she could do to meet the challenge. She wasn't going to blame her teacher. She was going to take action. Flash forward a few years. Keisha is now an adult working for an app developer, and her company created a must-have app 5 years ago, but now there's growing competition from new startups around the globe. Keisha's company is in danger of going out of business if they can't find a way to attract more users and attract them quickly. It is common to hear Keisha's colleagues say, "Why doesn't the boss do something? When are they going to give us training in the latest programming languages? Why isn't marketing doing something about this?" But Keisha is asking herself different questions. What can I do to help our company succeed? How can I find the training I want in newer technologies? What improvements can I recommend that will make our app so special that people will break the internet trying to get it? By now you've guessed that Keisha is more likely to save her company than her colleagues. By practicing what she learned as a teen, Keisha is demonstrating an important trait of a mature adult: personal accountability. Children think, who is going to take care of me? And rightly so. The adults must provide food, clothing, shelter, and love because children can't do it themselves. Mature adults understand that they are no longer dependent on others to care for them, and they must step up and care for themselves. It's a change from thinking, "I am a passive recipient dependent upon others," to "I am responsible for me." It's a change in thinking more than a change in age that makes one an adult. Change your thinking, change your life. In the two stories above, Keisha's friends are seeing themselves as victims, as dependent upon others to solve their problem. In a recent newsletter, John G. Miller had this to say about victim thinking. "The moment I ask, why me, I've declared I'm a victim. And here's the problem with victim thinking. It serves no one, not even me. All humans must fight the desire to feel and act like a victim. We must constantly strive to be vigilant. Why? Because life is better in all respects when I am not playing the victim. How can I become a better me when I'm feeling sorry for myself? And who doesn't want to be a better me? There is no value in asking, why me? Simply put, nothing good comes from victimitis. Here are 5 negative realities of victim thinking. Number 1, when I'm a victim, nothing is my fault. Number 2, when I'm a victim, there are no expectations of me. Number 3, when I'm a victim, someone always owes me. Number 4, when I'm a victim, no personal growth is required. Number 5, when I'm a victim, anger and entitlement rule my life. So let's put it all together. One of the journeys to adulthood is moving from seeing others as having responsibility to care for you to understanding that you are responsible for you. Blaming others doesn't fix problems. Fixing problems fixes problems. Asking the wrong questions and blaming others puts the power to fix the problem on someone else, robbing you of your power. Other people may encourage you to join them in thinking like a victim, but don't go there. Diving into a pity party solves nothing. Personal accountability questions have the word I in them. They often begin with, "How can I?" or "What can I do to?" Personal accountability questions focus on action that I can take. It's always a good idea to ask yourself, is what I'm doing helping or harming me? It should be clear that victim thinking harms me, and personal accountability questions help me. So, is there a situation in your life where you are thinking like a victim? Is that helping or harming you? How would you phrase a personal accountability question that would help you take action in that specific situation? Developing the habit of personal accountability is an essential journey from childhood to adulthood. The more you practice personal accountability, the sooner you'll be an adult. The content of this video is based on the book QBQ, The Question Behind the Question, by author and speaker John G. Miller. You can find the QBQ book at qbq.com and all online booksellers. To stay informed about updates to this channel, click the subscribe button and then click the notification bell.